Shut up and sit down.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants. And of course, I'm your host, Mr. Main Event himself, the often imitated, never duplicated superstar Tim Vicious. And we're going to go over Raw this week. Was in the Mecca itself, Madison Square Garden. But before we get into this week's show, folks, first things first, we need to address with the Main Event Network, folks. We are back. We're coming back with the Main Event 24. The Main Event 24-hour stream coming across to you over the Memorial Day weekend. More details will follow as time comes to it. But folks, we had so much fun last year, we can't help but bring it back again. We are looking forward to it. Speaking of the Main Event Network, we are on Discord as well as Twitch. Details on looking to go and check out either of those pages are in the description tab, as well as the Main Event YouTube page as well. Make sure you subscribe to that, folks. We are building up this platform for all of you out there. We do not discriminate. We do not tribalize. We love all forms of wrestling. And we are all open to talking about any and every type of wrestling and every aspect all day long. Now, before we get into the show, we got to remind everyone how we pay these funny little gimmicks called bills. So, folks, want to remind everyone that we are WWE Shop affiliates. So what that means is, if you are listening to this show in audio form, you can check the link in the description tab. If you're watching this on video, you can check the link in the description tab. Or, you see that QR code right there on screen? You scan that right there. It will take you to WWE Shop. You use our special affiliate link. It will take you there. You make a purchase for whatever item your heart desires, whether it's a Alexa Bliss shirt, whether it's a CM Punk shirt, or if you want to go and get yourself, and you got the money for it, go for it. You want to go and pay to have your name on the canvas for WrestleMania, go for it. We here at the Vicious Studios receive a small nominal commission based on the purchase that you make. And folks, might I say, if you've not noticed, this does greatly help out because the video and the audio on this show has improved immensely. Now, we are also affiliated with the Skull Shaver. I cannot stress enough on how great this tool is. It is hands down the #1 item in my grooming kit. Folks, sleek design, slides right in between your hands, built-in rechargeable lithium-ion battery. The sucker is waterproof, so you can run it in the shower, pop that son of a gun on, 60 to 90 seconds across your head, bing, bang, boom, you are sold. It is so good. Can't stress enough on how great that is. And here's the kicker also. Cleanup on the blades are a breeze, and replacement blades you only need to replace them roughly about every 6 months or so. So you go, we'll say April now. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. You wouldn't need new blades until literally the beginning of next year. Think about that for a minute. Just think about that for a minute, man. It's the perfect gift. It's the perfect gift for somebody that you know, or if you want to get it for yourself. And the best part, it is so much better to do that than go to the drugstore, get a cheap bag of the plastic gimmicky razors that you go across your head on, and next thing you know, have your head looking all nasty, all sorts of nasty, bleeding buckets, looking like you just came out of a Texas death match. Nobody wants that. Ugh, nasty. Whereas with the Skull Shaver, whoo baby, you get this, all this and more. Now, you use our affiliate link with the Skull Shaver. You can pick yourself up a Skull Shaver, as well as any and all accessories that you feel you would need. And folks, the Skull Shaver doesn't just work for the head. If you got that unsightly, awkward, unsightly grandpa ugly shoulder hair, you can use it on that. Ladies, the warm weather is coming up, so if you want to go and make them legs look nice and sleeky smooth, perfect for that as well. And guys and gals, it is coming up on the warm weathers, so bikinis, swimsuits, swimming trunks, it works great down below ski. Just saying. Make sure you check out the Pitbull Skull Shaver. Also, the OG way of helping support the show outside of telephone, telegram, tell your best friend to go and watch Vicious Rants is whatamaneuver.net for some Vicious Rants apparel. Folks, I cannot stress enough on how great these shirts are. Yes, I know mine is a little old. I know mine's is a little worn. But it is because I wear it so much. I love it. I love it. We got t-shirts, we got tanks, we got women's tees, we got toddler tees, we got baby onesies. Folks, we got it all. And it is the perfect shirt to have for the warm weather coming up. And it's a perfect gift for somebody you love, somebody you hate, or a shirt to go and grab to give to a charity of your choosing while you hold on to that one article of clothing that may mean the world to you. Whatamaneuver.net, search for Vicious Rants. Folks, we are one hell of a good store. I like to think we are. Now that we're done going over those pleasantries, let's switch gears and talk about last week via the SmackDown Rewind. And the big highlights from last week's SmackDown. It started out with Randy Orton coming out to the ring, addressing the crowd about with what and why he's doing what he does and the way he does it. And well, to put it simple, Randy's saying he's not just listening, he's not just hearing the voices in his head, he's listening to them and he's doing what they're saying. So, as a guy who's got his own fair share of violent demons, to sum it up, he's basically saying he's not fighting his demons, he's walking hand in hand with them. Which, all intents and purposes, that's a very dangerous outcome. And Matt Cardona came out, Matt Cardona came out, arm bracing, his one arm braced up from last week, mic in his hand. Randy's looking at him. Well, what are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? Oh, look at you, your arm's all messed up. What, you got a mic in your hand, you gonna say something, huh? What? Bam! Matt slams the mic over him and then starts throwing shots at him. They wind up getting a match made for which turned into the main event. We'll talk about that now. It was a good match. It showed Matt could go for those who may have either forgotten or may not have known that Matt Cardona could go. And Randy wound up getting the win, and it's not a surprise given Mania coming up. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And then after the match, Cody Rhodes' tour bus pulled up. Them two wound up locking horns, and then they just started, boom, clashing at it. Got pulled apart, boom, went at it again. Pull apart, boom, and it just kept going like that, until the show wound up ending. So the other highlights from the show were the Bella Twins and wound up going against Charlotte Flair and Little Miss Alexa Bliss, and the Bellas wound up getting a win via some interference from Lash Legend and Nia Jax. And after the match, Lash and Nia proceeded to go and do a beatdown on both teams until Bayley and Lyra came out to go and help even up the odds. They cleared the ring, and that was to help build up for the match coming up on Raw, which we are going to talk about. Just wait. And yeah. So, Rhea Ripley wound up having a match with B-Fab, and before this match, there was a promo explaining why B-Fab and Michin wound up joining with Jade to basically, for all intents and purposes, remake the baddies. Now, I know a lot of people are complaining, oh, I can't believe they're doing the same story AEW did. Oh, this is just lazy writing, blah, 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 blah. Guys, listen, there is literally like 6 or 7 stories out there that you can tell that out there in the world. It is all the same stories. It's just spun differently. Yes, they This is wrestling. We have seen this millions upon millions of times. Get over your shit. Just if you're watching a show if you're watching a show that you like and you see something that you don't like, by all means, feel free to be like, oh man, this sucks. But if you're watching with a massive hate boner and you're just hate watching for the sake of hate watching, just like the song says, shut up, sit down. Yeah. Anyways, Rhea wound up winning the match via a DQ when Jade and Michin came in to help with proceeding to beat the crap out of Rhea. They did that. It helped set everything up for Mania. So, yeah. Now, we also had a match with Jelly Roll going against Kit Wilson. Yes, that's right. You heard me right. Jelly Roll, the country singer, went one-on-one with Kit Wilson. Yeah, yeah. I can't justify this. I'm sorry. No. I get the reasoning, the whole celebrity endorsement aspect of, oh my God, I know that guy. I like that guy. I listen to that guy's music. I want to check this show out, see him on there. Click. Okay, I get that, but outside of that, just, ugh. Excuse me. Jelly wound up getting the win. And, yeah. Carmelo Hayes defended the U.S. title against Sami Zayn. And thanks to some shenanigans via Trick Williams, Sami wound up getting a surprise win. So your winner and new United States champion, Sami Zayn. It was also announced via Nick Aldis that Sami will be defending the title at WrestleMania against Trick Williams. So there you go. Both are getting their WrestleMania spots. Now, we also had Tiffany Stratton going one-on-one with Julia, and Julia wound up getting the win there. No arguments. So, cool there. And that's pretty much everything there was for SmackDown. So with that said, let's get into this week's show. Raw, Madison Square Garden. It starts out with Cody Riley Russell Reynolds coming on out, baby. Whoo, doggy. He comes out, and just as he's about to address the crowd, hello, the MILF in charge, Stephanie McMahon, comes on out. And Cody, without missing a beat, so, Stephanie, what do you want to talk about? I'll give you guys a hint now. It wasn't about the fact that they both have a podcast. Steph was basically saying that, Cody, you're a good champ. However, you're not ready to go up against Randy. Randy is on a whole other level. Randy is willing to go and cross those lines you're not. Randy's willing to go and do horrible, despicable things you wouldn't. And trust me, Cody, I know firsthand on those things that he's willing to do. And folks, trust me, she is. If you've not seen 09 Randy Orton, you have no idea what the hell you were missing. But Cody then she wound up saying, your father, he could have. But Cody, you're not your father. And then Cody, without missing me, I'm not my father. I'm not my father. Stephanie, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk to me on this, but I'm going to tell you right now. You may say, I'm not my father, but I'm going to tell you now, you are not your father. Got a big whoo. And then Steph just whack, slapped the taste right out of Cody's mouth. Okay. Starts to walk off. Cody just had that look of, thank you. Thank you, I needed that. Because now we're going to see Cody more willing to go and cross those lines, to go and do those dastardly things. So, yeah. So, with that said, let's get into the first match of the night. Usos versus The Vision, Austin Theory and Logan Paul. First things first, Usos, they get a new theme, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of hits. I was listening, I was kind of like, oh, yeah, alright, that's good. I dig it, brother. So the baby faces, they were leading into the commercial break. Post break, it was very much so, it was a street fight. It wound up shenanigans, or not shenanigans, it was chairs, there was trash cans, there was Singapore canes, there was all sorts of demolition derby, car crash mayhem. Now the one streamer, ISO Speedies, something, I guess, I don't know, I don't watch the streamer stuff really. I don't watch people play games. I like to enjoy playing my video games myself. Call me crazy, but hey, you know. Either way, he was sitting ringside watching, and at one point Logan Paul, he went over to go see his mom. Mom gave him a set of brass knucks, and then as he's got that, ISO Speedy, he winds up going to grab him like, nah, dude, you don't need to do this, man. You don't need to do this. And as he's doing that, next thing you know, LA Knight, yeah, who was doing commentary, goes, yanks Paul down to the ground, and then pulls him down, takes Speedy with him. Speedy then picks up the brass knucks, and he's just like, LA Knight winds up going and tapping Speedy on the shoulder. Speedy then, wham! Dex Knight, and he's just looking like, oh shit, what did I do? Takes him off, puts him on the apron, and then starts smoking Nikes. He's beating feet out of there. As that happened, Jimmy and Jay wind up doing a superplex onto a table, which, that table spot brought to you by Slim Jim. And as that's going on, Paul gets the knucks, goes, boom, pops Jim with the loaded knucks. Jay then goes to take out Paul. Austin Theory, half dead, rolls over to drop an arm on top of Jim for the 1, the 2, the 3. Your winner and new WWE Tag Team Champions, Austin Theory and Logan Paul. Yeah, not quite sure on how I feel on that, but it happened. Next up, we got Lyra, Valkyria, and Bayley going up against Lash Legend and Nia Jax for the Women's Tag Team Championship. And really good, solid action. The baby faces, they were leading at the start into the commercial break, with Lyra wound up being the punching bag post-break. And the thing that caught my attention more than anything, Bayley wound up getting a hot tag, but she didn't come running in like she got a hot tag. You know, if that makes sense. It was different, and it was just like, oh, wow, okay. But either way, match came to an end, unfortunately, via disqualification when Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and the Bella Twins came out. They went to go just watch. Next thing you know, Lash and Nia, they wound up going, hitting them, fighting them, throwing shots at them. And then after they did all that, they went back in the ring to go finish up the match. Then Charlotte and Alexa went to go and proceed to go and beat the crap out of them. Boom, boom, boom. It ends in a DQ finish. We're now officially announced at WrestleMania we're getting a Fatal 4-Way for the women's tag titles. So, yeah. Next up, we got Penta Zero Mero going one-on-one, defending his Intercontinental Championship against Kofi Kingston. And, folks, the big thing that, before we get into that, I gotta let you know, check out AAA, because on April 11th, Penta is going to be defending his Intercontinental Championship against Vikingo, and that is going to be one hell of a match right there. I am so looking forward to that one. Now, as far as this match with Penta and Kofi, Penta, he was leading right from the start, with Kofi picking up the pace going into the commercial break and starting to lead post-break. But my big takeaway from this, more than anything, was the fact that the whole time with Grayson Waller, it was like a planting the seeds kind of with some disagreements. Like, like anytime Waller went to go in there, fear Kofi, be like, yo, bro, what you doing, man? What are you doing? No, go over there. Go stand over there. Let me handle this. I got this, bro. And that was on how it'd go. But Penta wound up getting the win via a Mexican destroyer for the Uno, Dos, Tres. So your winner and still Intercontinental Champion, Penta. So next up we come to the main event match of the night. Io Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez. Whoo, baby. And Raquel, she was powering right at the start with Io building up a bit of a comeback into the break and leading post-commercial break. And at one point, Asuka and Kairi Sane, they came out. Asuka more so dragging Kairi. The jokes write themselves there, folks. And, excuse me. At that point, then, it was, Raquel wound up getting the win with the Tejana Bomb after Io wound up going to take out Asuka on the outside. She went to go check on Kairi after that to make sure she was okay. Got back in. Raquel then scooped her up and wham! Dropped her down real with authority for a Tejana Bomb. So now we come to the closing segment of the show. It was holding them up for the one, the only, the OTC, Roman Reigns coming on, and CM Punk meeting with each other once again. And folks, they come out, they just start going, and I mean going like they both owed each other money. And Punk, he knocked the hell out of Roman via the same way Roman knocked him out last week. He popped him with a GTS, and then after that, backed off. And it was, all right, come on, Punk, that's enough, that's enough. And Punk, it's all right, I'm good. Nah, fuck this shit, I'm gonna finish him. Scoops him up, power bombs him onto the announce table. The table collapses. He's standing on the barricade. Best in the world! Celebrating like that. And as the show fades out, going across like that. So, yeah. So, with that said, that is it for this week's show, folks. So, wait, quit messing with the volume, man. Come on, we told you, keep it at 6. That is it for this week's show, folks. So please, if you're watching the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Go back, watch some of the other episodes when you can. If you're listening to this on audio, leave us 5 stars if you feel we've earned it on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or Apple. If you're listening to this on any other platform, feel free to share it with your friends. We are trying to build up the audio platform. Folks, make sure you check out these cats right here on the Twitter, DSB_IV, main_event_net, the Main Event Wrestling Network account, Sergeant Curry Pants, 3 Count Thursday, D Dryer 1986. Folks, make sure you check me out on the Twitter X at Tim Vicious. 99.99% of the time on socials, I'm Tim Vicious, and like I always tell you, you love me, great, and if you hate me, well,
Shut up and sit down.
fuck yous.